First of all, in the lab practice we got on CIDEB, we need to recycle and bring different types of recycling like a PET bottle, and in the next slide there will be the evidence. So the result of my ecological print was 2.3 Earths in the world. So my things that I will do for changing and improving the daily actions I made will be the following. The daily actions I made, and I will do some change for helping the world. In the following slide, you will see the evidence about the 2.3 world. First of all, when I go to the gym with my mother and my father and my brother, what we do is to buy some bottles that are reusable for putting water on it, for we to use them when we go to the gym. The following photo is an evidence that we use for this project. So this is my house, and in my house we have LED lights, so there you go. Another thing that you can do, and I do for reusing plastic bottles, is buying some bottles for my coffee time. When I want coffee, I serve on these ones because this one is a plastic straw, and in this one, when I got a hot coffee, you only use this part of the coffee. The third thing that we use on my family is getting these bags for going to the supermarket and using them instead of using. Also, I get to school on a transport that is the senda in this case, and this helps to the environment because of the gas, and this makes less contamination and also pollution. In the next slide, you will see the evidence.
Unfortunately, as you can see, we will need 2.4 Earths to survive if all people around the globe live the same way as I do. This is worrying, this is shocking, and this is definitely terrifying. But we can start by doing some small changes in our daily life. For example, we can start reducing the use of plastic. For example, plastic bottles. We can change them. We cannot use them. We can use this. Hydro flasks, the so-known jetties. These bottles reduce the use of plastic a lot. They can last about 2 to 3 years, and a plastic bottle lasts a few days. This is shocking because a bottle lasts us about 2 days, about 4 days, and it lasts about 500 years in the environment. This is very, very, very great. The other thing I've been doing is to consume products which are handmade or organic and are produced in a local market. This also helps reduce the use of plastic bags. We can replace them with this, which are more helpful and last much longer than a plastic bag. By doing this, I am not only helping my community, I am also helping the environment, the earth, the planet in which I live and I must protect.
Okay, so as most of you know, my name is Giselle, and as you just saw in the previous photograph, if everyone lived like I did, we will need about 3 years to maintain that lifestyle. And as you may notice, that is a lot, considering that we only have one in which all the resources are limited. That's why, along with my family, we've been working on changing some habits to improve the number we got in the carbon footprint. Well, one of the changes we've made since a long time ago was making carpools. I have a neighbor that we were together in high school, and right now we are together in an orchestra. So for the rehearsals and back then to go to school, we made carpool. We still are doing it. Also, since I got into high school, I've been using public transportation, in this case the Senda, since CIDEB is really far from my house and using a car will make a lot of contamination. So, well, that is like a big change. Also, we've been separating the trash, most importantly, recycling PET, since a bus comes to my house and they collect all the different separation, like all the materials that can be recycled, they collect them and recycle them. So, well, that is another thing we do. Also, my parents, which are the ones that go to grocery shopping, they just bought some ecological bags to avoid the usage of plastic bags. We've been like starting to use this, but still in the future it will be like a really big change. Also, we've changed the light bulbs here in the house. We are using LED ones, which consume less energy than normal ones. Also, I've been using bottles, like plastic bottles, but the ones that you can reuse, ecological bottles, you could call them. And well, that is like a big change also, because I normally use a lot of plastic bottles, and even though I recycle them, I think that it is a better way to drink water, coffee, tea, like all the things that I usually take. Like in the long run, it will be like a really big and important thing to do. Also, I encourage you to like start doing all these kind of things. Of course, my family has a lot of things we could improve, just like the consumption of meat, and unplugging some electrical devices that we aren't using. But we are working on it, and you should also to reduce your ecological footprint and make the world a better place.
Well, I'm going to talk about my ecological footprint and the results I got. If everyone lived like me, we will need 3.1 Earths. But why I got these results?
Well, this is because I often eat meat. I eat more processed food that requires chemical processes and also plastics. My house uses energy that comes from not natural resources. The car we use wastes 11 liters per 100 kilometers of use. And those are just some of the results I got. But what I'm going to do to make these results better? Well, obviously I can't change all of them because they depend on my parents, but the things I can change, I try to make them. For example, instead of using plastic bottles, I use my water thermal. It's reusable, so that's why it's very important to use it instead of buying and buying bottles of water, plastic bottles. Then another thing I make is, for example, my control of Xbox uses a lot of batteries, so I used to buy a lot of them, but then I found another way of connecting my control and still can use it without batteries. So what I do is I put it here and then I just connect this to the Xbox, so I stop buying batteries. And then all the batteries I have collected, I send them to this recollector of batteries in the CIDEB. And then another thing I do is, well, recycling these bottles. I collect them and then the rest of liquids that stays in it, well, we take it out, then we crush the bottle, we put all the bottles that says a sign that it can be recycled, and then all of that bottles we put them in a bag and we send them to the recycle place.
Hi, these are the results that I obtained for the carbon dioxide footprint test. These results represent my life, and to be able to need 5 Earths, if every person on Earth lived like me, it tells me that I'm making very poor lifestyle choices that need to be changed. Now for this stage, I did 3 actions to help reduce my carbon dioxide footprint in the environment.